was actually the movie Gangs of New York, but the 1892 version. So get your hands together for Uncle Rocky, everybody!
I'm sending you back to El Paso. Every week I get older and older. It's fucking amazing. I thought the aging thing was going to take a lot longer. I woke up one day and I was crippled. I had 7 back surgeries behind me. Sucks. Anyway, you know how you know you're getting old? When your balls are longer than a CVS receipt. First time I sat on the toilet and experienced splashdown, I thought to myself, I need to go into the workshop and develop something that's going to prevent this from happening. So I go and I land on 2 mini bagels. So I put the mini bagels down, I sit, nice. They're sitting out of the water now, floating gently. But the bagels broke up because they absorbed too much water. Back to the workshop. I polyurethane them, make them waterproof, put them in the bowl. Balls land nice and gently, and we're floating and floating. It was terrific. I improved upon it, little smear of cream cheese, fastened them on there. I was able to sit all day, not have a single problem. It was great. Thank you. Thank you. You know, and of course, you know, aging hit me hard, hit my wife hard. She went through menopause, and it was an awful time. She was just running around the house, sweating bullets all the time. I said, Pixie, what's the problem? Explain this to me. She said, I don't know how to describe it other than I feel like I'm burning from the inside out. I said, oh, I get it. It's sort of like when I have a very spicy Italian meal. Well, I woke up a half hour later and she was standing over me with a frying pan. You know, we're in bed one night and I hear, get a little excited, a little loud, a little faster. Now I'm thinking Pixie's in the bullpen warming up, right? Not the case. I roll over, all ready to go, and she's got the little fan off her nightstand, just trying to cool herself off. I had a completely different buzzing in mind. You know, and it was hard because for an Italian woman, you know, menopause is just Mother Nature's way of saying, you're going to deal with facial hair for the rest of your days. My Nona, at age 70, had such a nice beard, she was asked to front for a ZZ Top cover band. So, you know, you could tell I grew up in the 70s. Tony and Carson, every week I'm here, remind me. I think I'm aging in dog years in their mind, right? I'm just going from 68 to 75 to 82. It's fucking, it ain't mathing for me. But anyway, so I grew up in the 70s. It was a very, very different time. You know, we used to go to strip clubs and drink scotch and smoke Marlboro Reds. Now guys come to places like this. They sit around, they drink frozen chai lattes, they smoke blueberry vapes. I've even seen guys in here roll joints with little tiny filters. I've never seen a joint rolled with a filter. Fucking crazy. And the guys, they sit around and they talk about their feelings. Fuck, we didn't have feelings. We had cocaine, but we didn't have feelings. It was a very different time. You know, there were no peanut allergies. There were no gluten allergies. We just lived our lives. You know, today, kids could be taken out by a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's fucking amazing. You know, I grew up in Brooklyn. And one of the interesting things in my neighborhood, the Jews and the Italians, the neighborhoods were adjacent. And Homeland Security, when I grew up as a kid, was just the Nonas and the boobies hanging out the windows just to see what was going on. Who's this a kid? We don't know who he is. Just send that little son of a bitch out of here. Oi, why is this kid walking down the block? We don't even know who he is. I bet you he's going to rob all of us. He looks Mexican. So, yeah, it was a very interesting time. You know, and Italians, we really pride ourselves on our cooking. We moved to Cincinnati, Pixie and I, and the neighbors came over to welcome us to the neighborhood, and they said, we'd like to take you out for a nice Italian meal. was like, yeah, great. I says, is there a nice Italian restaurant here in Cincinnati? They said, oh yeah, new one just opened up. It's great. What's it called? The Olive Garden. To me, the Olive Garden is a culinary hate crime. We ended up staying home and I cooked. All right, that's my time, guys. Thanks very much.